I looked up to MF Doom in particular a lot because his come up was kind of strange, you know? He kind of was in the industry and then he left the industry because of tragedy and then he came back almost like on some revenge something. I don't know.
I bought it on vinyl. I didn't even have a record player. I bought it on vinyl just to stare at the album. And I stared at it and I just kept going, I understand.
If you were to choose a career and or fan base, which one would you rather have, Drake or MF Doom? Drake obviously is a massive star, but I don't think he ever really had an MF Doom type fan base or MF Doom type fans. There were people who would save money, buy a ticket, make arrangements to go to a Doom show. They would use PTO, take time off of work, take the time to travel there. Doing all of that, knowing Doom may not even be there when they show up.
Mike Flynn today, it was the old MF Doom line, snitches telling all their business, sitting in court and being their own star witness.
The late, great MFDOOM wasn't just another underground rapper. He was a rare breed, an artist who didn't just resist the music industry, but exposed it, outwitted it, and outlasted it. He didn't bend to the rules, he ignored them entirely. And in doing so, he built something more powerful than fame. He built trust. Doom rejected the spotlight, mocked the industry's obsession with image, and still became a cultural force. Not through algorithms or marketing, but through myth. He wasn't your favorite rapper. He was your favorite rapper's favorite rapper, a symbol of pure, unfiltered creativity. But here's where the story gets darker, and more important. There are growing whispers, resurfacing rumors, and behind-the-scenes accounts that say Doom was one of the first to call out what many are only now beginning to realize: the rot at the heart of the industry. Specifically, that he saw right through people like Sean Diddy Combs. In the early 2000s, as MF Doom's cult status was exploding, Diddy allegedly tried to bring him into the bad boy orbit. The idea of a collaboration, on the surface, could have meant mainstream exposure, millions in revenue, and global recognition for Doom. But Doom didn't just decline. According to insiders, he laughed it off. Why? Because to Doom, Diddy wasn't a mogul. He was a mask. A symbol of everything wrong with rap's corporate takeover. Where Diddy commodified the culture, Doom sacredly protected it. Remember what Diddy said: "I don't write rhymes, I write checks." That one sentence told Doom all he needed to know. Doom's metal mask, inspired by Marvel's Doctor Doom, wasn't just style. It was a protest, a statement, a shield. It told the world, forget my face, listen to the words. See, there was a time before hip-hop became filtered through fashion campaigns, endorsements, and TikTok virality. Before rappers needed to go viral or match brand aesthetics. Doom came from a generation that believed in bars, beats, and raw truth. His art wasn't about visibility, it was about message. He once explained that the mask symbolized rebellion against the industry's desire to sell an artist's face instead of their voice. Back in the early days, fans didn't even know what rappers looked like. You only knew what they sounded like. That was the point. Skill over spectacle, voice over vanity. When hip-hop turned from message to marketing, Doom chose to disappear. Not because he couldn't compete, but because he refused to. This isn't just about music, it's about philosophy. Diddy became hip-hop's poster child for wealth, excess, control, and illusion. From ghostwriters to gold-plated mansions, his empire was built on flash. He manipulated artists, ran them through reality show gauntlets, and marketed trauma as entertainment. He built brands from death, most notoriously after Biggie's murder, and spun profit from pain. And while Diddy was building an empire off control, rumors began to swirl about darker things: manipulation, occultism, ritual. Former bodyguard Gene Deal described bizarre, ritual-like moments behind the scenes, including a so-called sacrifice involving a dove and a mysterious priest. Whether literal or symbolic, it paints a chilling picture of just how far Diddy may have gone for power. Meanwhile, Doom's spirituality was quieter, deeper. Raised in a Muslim household influenced by the 5% nation, he never pushed religion but embedded philosophy into everything he did. His lyrics were cryptic, but filled with metaphysical breadcrumbs, references to judgment, righteousness, universal law. He didn't preach, he embedded truth in the beats. To truly understand Doom's worldview, you have to know the teachings of the 5% Nation, a philosophy that influenced his upbringing. The 5% break humanity into 3 groups. 85% are the lost, manipulated by media, religion, and fear. 10% know the truth, but use it to manipulate and exploit. 5% know the truth and use it to uplift and liberate. Diddy, classic 10%. He knows the game, he mastered it, but instead of healing, he exploited. Instead of teaching, he extracted. Doom? A true 5%. He wrapped truth in metaphor. He used his music to sharpen minds, not numb them. He didn't sell his soul for relevance. He kept his soul and became a legend. In October 2020, during the global COVID lockdown, Doom passed away quietly in a UK hospital. No tributes from the industry, no headlines. His wife wasn't allowed to say goodbye due to restrictions. His death was kept secret for 2 months. It wasn't until July 2023 that the full story and cause were publicly confirmed. It was the most Doom ending possible, anonymous, unannounced, off the grid. And yet, even in death, his influence expanded. His work continues to echo through generations. No Grammys, no platinum plaques, but eternal respect, eternal mystery. Fast forward to today. Diddy's name is no longer synonymous with success. It's tied to lawsuits, abuse allegations, cult-like behavior, and whispers of the macabre. He's become a symbol, not of excellence, but of what happens when you trade humanity for hierarchy. His story is unraveling in public. So what does this all really mean? It's not just a comparison between 2 artists. It's a reflection of what the music industry rewards and what it forgets. One man built an empire by selling illusion. The other became immortal by telling the truth. Doom didn't need glitz. He didn't need approval. He didn't need fame. He walked away from the industry, and it chased him anyway, because truth travels. So here's the real question. Was MFDOOM warning us all along? Did he see what the industry was becoming and choose to become a villain so others could be heroes? And as for Diddy, where does his story go from here? Drop your thoughts below. What do you believe Doom knew? What do you think about Diddy's rise and fall? And do you think this industry still makes space for artists who stay true? Like, comment, share, and stick around, we're just getting started.